2021. So I don't know, around 33, 34, something seemed to, a cloud seemed to be lifted or something. So yeah, the last sort of 5, 6 years, well, 5, 6 years, well, I don't know, it's difficult for me to even quantify it like that, I suppose. Although I do try and put things in boxes like that, but it's ridiculous. Because to be honest, I mean, it's ups and downs and fucking left and rights. Because even like 2 years ago, I was in fucking back in dire straits. You know, a year and a half ago, I suppose. Even like, which looking back now it was a result of ignoring life. You know, not doing the things in the moment I needed to be done and all that sort of stuff. That's a conversation for another day, I guess. But I would certainly say anyway that, well, I just feel like this is the best time in my life, you know. And, you know, long may it continue.
Specific way to go about it. I think the main thing that I think a lot of people could, you know, benefit from is awareness, you know, of your own actions and just acceptance.
That's
what things. I mean, like, this is something I did. I hold my hands up. It wasn't great, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I've learned from it, and this is where I am. It's just important to be conscious, you know, and aware of who you are and your effects on other people around you.
Easier said than done, right?
Yeah, way easier said than done for sure.
Is that connected? As I look through medical records on my fucking clipboard. Hold on.
Hold up the X-ray.
Is it weird? Is that connected to shoot at will at all?
Shoot at will in what sense?
This idea that like, God, I fucking got distracted in the time that
it's all good. No, I just wanted to make sure I answered your question properly.
No, I want to properly connect it. I mean, one, awareness, right? But like, even this idea that like, you repeat this line, history is pulling you back.
Mm-hmm.
There's awareness there that's attached to one's actions, others' actions around you, being accountable for those actions.
Mm-hmm.
Even this idea, the physical action of putting your hands up and essentially kind of like...
do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah.
Take what you got to take.
That's it.
I'm at your mercy. You know what I mean? For sure. And that's what that song's about. Yeah. Accepting that for sure. And having that level of acceptance, like whatever comes can come and I'll just move with it.
Fucking terrifying.
Yeah. But also freeing and very like empowering.
How does it make its way into a record, a song?
Sorry?
How does that feeling, that idea make its way into this song? Like, where does it begin for you in life that you need to write a song called Shoot at Will?
Yeah, it's tied into, you know, feelings of, you know, uncontrollable feelings, like not being able to necessarily manage a situation, but just coming to that level of acceptance with it, you know what I mean? Where you're like, it's cool, like, shoot, will do your worst, I'll take what comes.
But is there something about writing a song about it that gives you some sort of control?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what the whole process of writing is, you know what I mean? It's
cathartic for sure, man.
It's when you put things into writing and you see it in front of yourself, you're forced to accept that it's reality, you know, rather than it just being a thought in your own mind.
Who's the firing squad?
Huh?
Who is the firing squad?
I hold my hands up for the firing squad. Whoever the firing squad may be at whatever particular moment in life, I feel like there's always a firing squad. Maybe, you know, if you want to make it a more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Metaphorical? Don't know why I'm saying that like you can hear me.
Like,
like we're having a conversation.
Common, like, cool street cred word might be, you know, haters or whatever the fuck. Like, I was trying to look for a word there.
Hater,
I couldn't think of it.
Kids say haters.
Yeah, but it's stupid. Yeah, I'm not into that. But, you know, what?
Can be yourself, though, as well, I guess. I mean, I can't speak for Zayn, but I mean, songs take on different meanings for all of us, don't they? That's what's beautiful about them. But to me, I guess that in this moment, that would mean, you know, hold your hands up for the firing squad. Well, I mean, after everything he was just talking about, I would relate it to, you know, well, it could be yourself, it could be your loved ones. It's the firing squad. They're killing burning away the parts of you that need to be burned away, right? You know. And that's what we it's like as the both, you know, saying everything. Everything's easy, always easier said than done, isn't it? You know, growth is difficult. You know, learning from your mistakes and all that is difficult. It's painful. You know, but I don't know what, but. You just gotta move forward, haven't you? You know, gotta move forward and grow and learn, because I suppose in the long term that's the only way to escape pain. Can you escape pain? To feel less of it, to become more robust in the face of it. I don't know.
Whatever situation you're in life, there's always going to be people that are holding you accountable for certain things or questioning certain things that you do. So whoever the firing squad may be, you know what I mean, I hold my hands up to them and let them ask what they want to ask. Even maybe you're the firing squad today, you know what I mean?
Connected to what I am or what am I, what flipping it. There is something there of like this unrelenting self-acceptance, right? So like this idea that like no matter what, you're going to accept who you are and you take pride in it,
Mm-hmm.
even if it means, you know, you're going to be judged for it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's a sick place to be in life, eh?
I think so, yeah. I'm still learning, you know. I'm not a finished article. I'm still growing. I could sit here at 50 and I'm sure I'd say different things, you know.
We can have that conversation.
But it'd still be growing, right?
Knock on wood,
We're always going to be growing.
I don't even know if that's fucking real wood. I'll touch some real wood before we get out of here. We'll get in there. I want to talk about My Woman. Is that cool?
Yeah, of course.
It's a great record too.
Thank you.
Are you explore your relationship? Oh wait, hold on. Before we get into that, is there a xylophone on Alienated?
I think so, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
You can hear it. It sounds really good. Okay. Anyway, back to
It might have been Kai's xylophone.
That's what I was wondering, genuinely.
I don't know if it was, but it might have been. I think it was. Like, I think that was in the house, so that's why I used it.
Okay, so you really are recording all these songs in a room under the stairs.
Yeah.
So like life in your house is going on around you.
Yeah.
And you're just finding time during the day to record?
Yeah. I was like obviously a process before even Kai was born, you know what I mean? And then on a evening when she was born, like obviously like she would be sleeping in the house, so I had to figure out another space to do things. So I ended up building like a shed in the back garden for a bit, and then we eventually developed it into the cabin that it is now. So yeah, it was just trying to just make this record from that organic place of, you know, my actual existence and habitual surroundings where I was, and feel like I could bring that energy into the music then.
That's the most beautiful way to create, most organic, most authentic.
Yeah, definitely. You don't have to dress up, nothing, you know what I mean? You can go in the studio and you with no shoes on, no t-shirt, just chill, like relax.
Oh man, I hate shoes, you know, I hate
The idea of you,
socks.
like belting
Just-
and doing all
I
these
love being
ones with like
barefoot
just
as much as
normal life
possible.
happening around you is pretty sick.
Seth, I appreciate that.
But also like exactly the way this album needs to be made.
Yeah, definitely. In order for it to feel as real as it does, I think, yeah.
100%. It's her xylophone. Sick. How much of this music was made before she was born compared to after?
It was, I'd say about 50-50, you know what I mean? I had like, actually probably less, probably like maybe 30%, 20-30% before she was born, and then a lot of the record came about, like really became a record like after she was born, I think.
Do you go back and touch songs or rewrite songs that had been done or you thought were done before?
Yeah, I think that always happens, you know. If I was to reel off some songs from Mind of Mine right now and like speak about them songs, there's so many songs I would love to go and recut today, you know.
Really?
Like, yeah, like, because it's just the development, you know, like of, oh, I could do this better, I could do that better. But also the other thing is with me, like, my team will tell you, like, they abuse me for it because, like, I have this, like, thing where once I record something, I feel like there's a magic to that moment, right? So especially if I'm writing and it comes from a place of, like, oh, I got that idea 30 seconds before and I put it on the mic, and then say I came in 2 weeks later and I did that same thing, it's not going to have the same kind of magic to it, the same kind of conviction of this light bulb going off and this is a really good idea. Let me say this to you right now on the mic, right? So I record songs and then I'm like, I don't want to go touch that in case I ruin it, you know what I mean? And it takes this magic away from it. It sounds rehearsed or it feels premeditated and it doesn't have this real cool vibe to it that comes from just being expressive in the moment, you know what I mean?
So how do you figure that out with bringing in a producer who's going to maybe ask you to recut things and or like...
But the thing is, he didn't.
Really?
He didn't ask me to recut one vocal.
Holy shit. So you really had... This album was really done before he touched it.
He mastered my vocal and made it sound pretty as fuck. You know?
Dude,
He's
it's
amazing
crazy.
at it, but the vocals I never recut again for Dave Cobb. No, once we started working, I didn't touch my vocal again.
Wow. It's really great.
Because I wanted it to feel that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I wanted it to feel as raw and as authentic as it could. And the only way I could do that, I felt, was like by me recording that, you know, like being across it and doing it myself.
Like I said earlier about the producer thing, I think that's what... I'm no expert with, you know, with the software and the plugins and all that, you know. So that's probably what I could do with further down the line as well, is just somebody who knows a bit more to tweak a few things. And I know people who do that for a living, you know, friends and stuff. So we'll see, you know, what presents itself at the time. I'm confident enough to be recording stuff myself, you know, of course, but maybe even the mixing and stuff. But we'll see, man. We'll see.
Like,
It feels like a lot of these songs were like recorded with you and musicians in the room in one take. Like that's what it gives. Like
Yeah.
it very much gives like very much one take and you did it.
yeah, a lot of the sentiment behind the records were that, you know, I wanted it to feel like it was one vibe, a live song, and we don't go and make anything perfect. We just keep it the way it is.
You did it worked.
Thank you.
Yeah, goal
Yeah.
accomplished.
Thanks.
Fuck yeah. Back to My Woman. This is it seems to me that you're talking about an actual woman, but there are moments throughout the record and throughout the album where you do explore your relationship with alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
and that is touched upon in this song.
Mm-hmm.
So are you talking about a woman or are you talking about booze?
But both.
I think
Even.
that's the thing about music, right? Like
Yeah,
it can be taken however anybody wants to take it. I was talking about, specifically in that situation, I'm talking about my woman. I'm not talking about alcohol. I'm talking about dealing with situations using alcohol, you know?
Forgetting her.
Yeah, forgetting
alcohol.
her, yeah. And you know, using alcohol as the replacement, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That man,
How
that's
it
like...
feels.
That's like what I've been saying before, isn't it? I found that whether it's alcohol or food or all these mad behaviours that we all engage in, it's we're looking for connection, for union with like source, with love, you know, with God. Like, I don't mean God as the man in the sky and the clouds, you know, like whatever that thing is that is in everything, you know. We're looking for that, and there are many ways that are inadequate kind of shortcuts to that, aren't there? You know, they're not sustainable or real.